If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you did so because you struggle to catch stock trout late in the season, like a month after stocking, you know, and I don't blame you. It can be difficult sometimes, but hopefully in this video I'll show you that yes, it is still possible to have great days out here catching a bunch of stock trout on creeks where people assume they're completely fished out. So throughout this video I'll be showing you a bunch of tips and tricks to catch these highly pressured stock trout out of these creeks in early summer. And even you could do this in the midsummer into the fall for any trout that are left over. People like to think that all the trout die off, and that is partly true, but as you'll see shortly here, there's plenty of trout left in this spot. Further down the creek, there's trout all over the place, and nobody's fishing for them. You have the whole creek to yourself. So today I'll be running my classic rig that I always use. I'm starting off tying on a little trout magnet jig head. Running it up about 1 to 2 feet to a trout magnet bobber. However, if I do get to a deeper spot like this one where it's a little deeper, I might raise this up a little more to fish near the bottom. And then obviously I'll be putting some bread on this jig head and using that as bait. So I've had several people ask, how do you get the bread to stay on the hook, and like how are you rigging it? So this is what I'm doing, right? So I take a little piece of bread, as you can see, not that much really, just enough to cover the hook. I take the hook, put it like this, and kind of like squeeze it around the hook, like flattening it into a little disc like that, you know, making sure it's really pressed on there too hard. You don't want to do that. You don't need to do it too much or else it crumbles and stuff. But yeah, just like that. And then I kind of bend it back a little, make sure the hook point is exposed, and then there, all good to go. This will stay on for like at least a couple casts, unless obviously something takes it off your hook. And yeah, this is the easiest way to catch these stock trout, I think, in my opinion, ever. Actually, like unless the water's really muddy, you don't need anything else except this rig, and you will catch more trout than the majority of people on the creek. Got him. It's a good trout. It's like a first little rainbow trout of the day. Nice, there we go. So 1 out of 5 caught on that. Took a little bit of fishing, but I mean, you still can catch them if you put in the effort. Here he is, guys, skinny little stocked rainbow. First fish of the day, let's get him back in the water. All right, there he goes. That's just so fun being out here this late in the season and still catching stock trout. I mean, nobody's out here fishing because they all think there's no fish left. But as you guys saw, there is still a couple trout to be had in like each pool. So hopefully we can keep catching them and get our limit today. All right, second good looking pool of the day. Hopefully we can rip a few trout out of here. I was getting a lot of bites at that last spot, but I only caught one. Some of the bites might have been like creek chubs and stuff. It's kind of hard to tell, but I definitely had a couple of trout hooked. And okay, yeah, this is just another fall fish. You do get a lot of these late in the season because they're really active and the trout aren't there, obviously. But you know, it's still fun to catch them. Let's try that again. Flip a cast a little bit further out there, where hopefully the trout would be, if there were any left. There's no guarantee, but I mean, this is a spot where I think they could survive a little longer. What is this? It's another fall fish. Dude, it's like, I could probably sit here and catch fall fish all day, but I want to catch the trout. So, well, I'll keep fishing here for a while, but if I'm not getting trout, I'll move on pretty quickly. All right. Another great spot. Usually holds trout, although with this spot, they usually spread out pretty quickly. Sometimes they don't like to stay here. So, but there we go. Good trout, big trout. That's a good trout. I knew there could be some fish here. Looks like a nice brown. All right. Wow, nice dark colored brown. He wants to fight. Doesn't want to come in that easy. But luckily we have our bass combo today we're using for trout, just because I broke my trout rod, so I can muscle in these bigger fish pretty easily. Wow. That stock brown, guys, that's, I don't know, what, 15, 16 inches. That's great second fish of the day on it. Yeah, if you were even coming out here to keep the fish, trying to catch your limit, I'm obviously trying to catch my limit as well. And I'll obviously just release the fish I catch anyway, but just to say I caught the 5 though. I mean, this is like, there's still some very quality trout left. You just gotta put in the effort to catch them. So we'll get the hook out of this fish, get him back in the water, and make some more casts in this pool, because wow, that happened pretty quick. All right, second trout of the day, we got the hook out. Time to get him back. Oh, he flopped out of my hands, but there he is. I mean, when it's this warm out, they can be a little shocked, I guess. You would never want to fish for wild trout when the creek gets this warm. Luckily, most wild trout creeks don't get this warm. But you know what I'm saying. But he'll be fine. Yeah, so second trout of the day. We get bait. There he goes. Second trout of the day. Get baited up. Keep fishing through here and hopefully pick off a couple more. All right, we're up at the head of the pool. It gets pretty deep. Like right where I cast this, can drift down right into the pocket I was talking about. I think there's definitely at least a couple. Not sure if that was a bite. At least a couple trout. Yep, got one. Knew it. That was a bite. Dang, this thing could be a decent fish. He's fighting pretty hard. Definitely is a trout. I'll say that. Nope. Just a little rainbow, but it is a trout. So third fish of the day. He does not want to give up. Did I foul hook him or something? Nope. Hooked in the mouth. Got him in the net. There we go, third trout. We're already over halfway done with our goal for the day. But I'm gonna stay out here and fish as long as I can. We might even catch more than 5 today. We'll go for like 10 or something. Who knows? That was really, really cool though. Catching stock trout early summer, this late in the season, nothing better. Because you have the whole creek to yourself. You have plenty of hungry trout. Yeah, so that's why I'm making this video, is to show you guys that if you come out here and take advantage of this, you can have a whole lot of fun fishing. Just even though it is stock trout, not wild trout, it's still a nice, fun way to spend the afternoon. So here he is, nice little rainbow. Quick release on him, get him back in the water. There he goes, nice and healthy. There again. And that's a snag. Dude, I thought I had a monster when I first set the hook and it didn't even move. We might have to spook this pool getting this unsnagged, but that's all right. We got plenty more water to fish, even if can't get one out of here. Just for the heck of it, we're gonna run one more cast through there, starting it up a little bit further out towards the other bank, so we avoid the shallow stuff. Now let's go right. Yep, knew it. Got another trout right there. I knew there had to be more there. I guess we didn't spook them when we walked by. I was used to all the wild trout fishing where they spook as soon as you come within like 20 yards of them. But yeah, this one wasn't spooked at all. We cast it in there, drifted it down there, the bobber dropped, set the hook, and we fished number 4 in the net just like that. So here he is, 4th trout of the day. We've got 3 rainbows and 1 brown. So just gonna, if he can actually turn around, let him out of the net real quick and back into the hole. I think we're gonna keep making casts through here though, just in case there are some more. But we only need 1 more fish, and I could say I caught my limit. But we're just gonna catch just keep fishing until they stop biting. Got all day to be out here, and stock trout fishing is a whole lot of fun. So get some more bait on my hook real quick. See if we can make it 2 casts in a row. All right, all baited up. Gonna cast that out there along the bank. Not along the bank, but a little bit closer to the bank, I guess. Let that go right down into that deep channel. Okay, we're right over top of where the big rock is right now. Now we're behind the rock. Yep, knew it. This feels like a little bit better fish, but there is another trout. So if we can land this fish, we can say we've caught our limit. Wow. Another little rainbow trout. Actually, this one isn't that little. He's decent 13, 14 inch fish. So get him in the net there. See, I don't keep these just because I feel like cleaning them is a pain. But if you did want to keep these, you'd get some, even like this late in the season, there are some very, very quality eating fish left that you could get a good meal out of. So got to hook out of this fish, get him back. 5th trout of the day, 4th rainbow. All right, here he is, our 5th trout of the day. That was our goal, and we already got it like a half hour in. There he is, going back into the pool. So that's what, our 4th trout we've caught out of this spot. I'm glad I decided to make that 1 extra cast before I left, because if I didn't, we wouldn't have caught most of the fish we've caught today. So yeah, make another cast through here, I guess, and keep fishing. Now, I would be a little shocked if there are still fish left in this pool, because this pool is always hammered really, really hard. Which is like one of the first places they stock. It's like the easiest spot to access on the whole creek. But, oh, do we have one? I think we have one. Is this a trout? Yep, it's a trout. So, I guess I spoke a little too soon. There are still fish left in here. Flip this one up into my net, and there we go. That's our, I think, 6th trout of the day. 5th rainbow trout, 1 brown trout, obviously. But yeah. So as you can see, I guess even in like the highly pressured popular spots, don't write them off too soon, even late in the season, because there are still trout left in them. So we'll get this fish back in the water and keep fishing. So here he is, trout number 6 of the day, going back in the water. I think I'm gonna turn around now and head back downstream. And I'll fish on my way back, obviously. 6 trout so far. Pretty good day. I was gonna keep heading upstream, but that would make it like a really long walk back to the car. And I think there's more fish that we missed out on that we can catch. We can get close to like 10 fish by the time we get back to my car and call it a day. That will be great. But even just catching 1 or 2 more would be fun. So gonna fish hard for like another half hour. Hopefully pick up a couple more trout. And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun out here. It's been a great day. Catching these stock trout. It's something that it's an opportunity that not a lot of people take advantage of this late in the season.